Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. Nice to have you with us on this Wednesday, the 30th day of May, the year 2018. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Thank you, as always, coming to you live and at you from the busy streets, which is Brooklyn, New York. As I chat to you, what is happening in the world of sports? Well, we have a lot to discuss today. We have the baseball to talk. We have to take baseball to talk about. A big win for the Mets. A big win for the Yankees. The bad losses for the Mets. We get to them in a second. We'll discuss the Stanley Cup Game 2 of the Stanley Cup. We'll preview Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Capitals and the Golden Knights, as the Golden Knights look to take a command in 2 games to none lead over the Washington Alec Ovechkin and Washington Capitals and recap Game 1. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. But we'll begin and I give my thoughts on this year's 2018 NBA Finals and the 2 matchup that is coming up. But we'll begin, of course, with the NBA, and I hope everybody had a tremendous Memorial Day. Despite the weather, one day it was hot, the next day it was cold and it felt like March. Honestly, the weather felt like March. It's really. I mean, the more I think about it, and my sister and I talked about it, don't be surprised if we're going to have a hot summer this year. I think we're going to have a really hot summer. It's going to be really, really balanced. Like today is going to be hot, and then the night is going to be very, very warm. And the French Open is upon us as Serena Williams is back as she's debut. And by the way, I like that Catwoman outfit, if they're gonna do a revamp movie of Serena Williams being Catwoman, she could get the part, I will hire her. I will make her, I'll make a movie with her, why not, and it's great to see Serena Williams back, and after she took a hiatus because she gave birth, she had a baby, so it was great to see her back, and I'm looking forward to see her at Wimbledon and the U.S. Open. All right, just want to throw it out there, just random talk. All right, let's begin in the NBA playoffs as we put a finishing bow tie in the 7th games of the East and Western Conference Finals, and both road teams, and is set up the 2018 NBA Finals, and is round 4 of the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Game 1 tomorrow at Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Now, let me say this. For the East, it's very, very simple. And anybody who watched the game properly knows that it all comes down to this. The Celtics the Celtics went ice cold in the threes. They was shooting a lot of threes. They were shooting like, I don't know, over 65%, over 35%, something like that. They were shooting a high percentage in the first half, and by the second half, they just went flat out cold around the middle of the third quarter. And LeBron literally still snatched the momentum away from the Boston Celtics, because you can't tell me the Boston Celtics did not have momentum when the game started. It's their home building. A lot of history with even though it's not the old Boston Garden, but it still has the Celtics still have a lot of history, a lot of championship banners, a lot of retired jerseys, numbers, you name it, a lot of history from Russell to Havlicek to Heinsohn, you name it, Larry Bird, and a lot of history. And you know what? It's a lot to learn, and a lot of lessons to be learned too in the 7th game. And when things are not working well in the second half, sometimes don't be afraid to make some adjustments in the sense of if the threes are not working, you just gotta take it to the hole. And that's been my problem with this has been my problem with the NBA nowadays. They fell in love with the three way too much. When the threes are not working, take it to the basket. It seems like to me every team I watch in the NBA now they want to shoot the threes. And listen, the 3 points are great. Don't get me wrong. When it goes in, it's really great. But when they don't go in, it's a fast break with another team. And they a coach sometimes gotta make some adjustments when things are not going well with the team. But I can't kill the Celtics. Okay, this is not to me. It's about LeBron help a bunch of misfits, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers, to the NBA Finals. Which, by the way, the Cavs have. You scratch yourself, you ask yourself, wow. This team the Cleveland Cavaliers literally has been a roller coaster. A roller coaster year. And roller coaster year. Really. And they made some they made some trades, starting with the Kyrie Irving signing up with Boston. And how LeBron gonna handle this yada yada yada. And one week they do great, next week they do terrible. It's been up and down all season long, and including in this playoffs. They had a hard-fought 7-game series with the Indiana Pacers, and I said this: the Cavs had to get it together if they're gonna get it to the NBA Finals. Well, I can't say that anymore because LeBron literally take the Cavs to the NBA Finals. Take them to the NBA Finals. Now, if they're gonna win, if they're gonna beat this Golden State Warriors team, they need everybody to contribute. That goes for Jeff Green, that goes for J.R. Smith, and that goes for Kyle Korver. That goes for everybody. And I agree with Charles Barkley 100%. Tyronn Lue has to do a better job of giving players confidence, which he has done. He really hasn't. And can we stop with the LeBron Jordan comparison already? LeBron, as far as I'm concerned, don't need to secure his legacy. I thought 2 years ago when he came back from 3-1 deficit to win a championship for Cleveland, I thought we was over and he certified his career. But it turns out people can't get enough. We gotta put him over Jordan. LeBron is a great player. He's been a great player since 2004. Okay? Enough already. Seriously. And the only difference is LeBron was asked for more than Jordan. Michael Jordan was never a triple double machine. He could put up a lot of. Jordan is a scorer. LeBron is a distributor. They're both different athletes, so you can't compare both. You can't. And when some fans gonna understand that, you cannot compare LeBron to Jordan. You just can't. And it's funny, y'all not comparing LeBron to Magic, which is fascinating. Do that when it's all said. Do that when his career is over. Not now. Now, as far as the Western Conference goes, let's just say this: Houston blew it. Houston to me couldn't break a little shit house. That's what happened to Houston. They just got ice cold in the second half. That's all there is to it. They was leading by 10. They was leading over 10 points by halftime. They had great energy, and by the second half, the Warriors did what they always do: made a lot of threes, and that's it. And Draymond Green, y'all praising Draymond Green. Draymond Green has done nothing, really. He's a terrible offensive player. And listen, Durant and Curry, who won the game for the Warriors. That's what they did. That's what they did. As far as the Rockets, listen, the Rockets to me have nothing to be ashamed about. Believe it or not. Yes, it's the seventh game. Yes, they blew. Yes, it was in their building. Yes, they had the best record. But the bottom line of this, they did the Houston. Believe it or not, made Golden State sweat, and that's all you could ask for. That's all you can ask for. If Chris Paul was in the if Chris Paul were in the game, would the game would have made a difference? Absolutely. No. There's no doubt about it. You see it in the game 5. You see it in the game. You see it in game. You see it in the game 2 when Chris Paul is out in the field. They are 50-8 when Chris Paul is in the team. Without them, they're like 17-7, still over 500. But the bottom line is this: with CP3 on the floor, the Rockets, as you can see, they are a different style of team, and I think they'll be back next year. Which brings me, excuse me, this brings me back to the NBA, this year's NBA Finals. Listen, nobody wants to see this matchup. Nobody. There's no sex appeal. This is not must see. This is not a must see matchup. I'm sorry, it's not. This is too damn predictable. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody. The only thing I would love to see if Cavs win another title. But let's face it, Golden State is a better team. Better team, a better roster, a lot of shooters. I won't be surprised if Golden State wins. As simple as that. And Game 1 in the NBA Finals starts tomorrow. The coverage begins at 8:30. You can see it on EABC. Now, Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals is tonight. Stanley Cup Finals, I should say. Between the Capitals and the Golden Knights. And it was really a back and forth game. Golden Knights won the first score and There was more. Yeah, I'm telling you. The Golden Knights, there's something about this Golden Knights team. They are very quick with the puck. And Ovechkin helped bring the Capitals back, tied the game at 3. And then from that point on, even though it was 5-4, and we all know what happened to the Capitals. Golden Knights take over, and there's Game 1. It was a great game. It was really a good game to watch. It really was. And let's see how will the Golden Knights command a 2-0 lead, or I believe the Capitals will go back to the nation capital with a 1-1 game. Now with the baseball, as far as the Mets, listen, there's nothing else. What else can you say else about the Mets? The Mets bullpen is a flat out disaster. We know that.